My name is Monica Madrid with Football is Sexy, and we are here. I am here with the squad, of course, M. Shay
Hello.
and Sanaz.
Hey, y'all.
We all say sometimes Sanasty.
Depending on the week, right?
We'll see, depending on the week, depending on if the Chargers got the W or not. But yeah, we are here. It is week 3. We all need more coffee. Maybe I need the most. We are now technically in week 3.
Yep.
We are going to go over week 2.
Yes, let's
a
talk
lot of
about
stuff
it.
happened. First of all, let's go backwards. Well,
Okay.
before that, we all had a good weekend. Everybody's
You
good.
know what? My weekend was pretty good. I
Yeah?
won't lie. I had a little relaxing time. It was a really nice little, Saturday, Sunday for me.
Oh, I'm glad you had a nice,
Oh, wow.
relaxing Saturday and Sunday. I did not. What about you, girl?
Busy family weekend, but glad to be here.
Mom, family of 4. I
Yes.
can't imagine it was
I don't know how you
quiet.
do it.
I don't know how she does it.
I
We're
don't
going to
know
talk
how you-
about
I
that
don't know how you
later.
do
Like,
it.
how are you a fan and a mom with 4 kids? Like, we're going to get into that
Yes.
because I really want to
For
know.
sure.
It's a family affair.
But let's go. We always want to start with what just recently happened,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Monday night, last night. Okay.
Woof.
What?
2 games at once?
That's
Right?
why.
That
That's
was
why.
vile.
That's why it was 2 games
That
because they
was
knew
vile.
it was going to be no
I know, and
bueno.
it couldn't have been like 4 more boring teams,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. That's
let's,
why.
Let's just be honest. The first game, Carolina and the Saints,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bored to tears.
I texted you guys and said, "Are you guys watching?" Because to be honest, I didn't want to really. I needed to.
You were hoping
sleep.
you didn't have to.
I was hoping I didn't have to because I needed to catch up on my nap.
No, listen, you didn't miss much. Derek Carr was pretending he was like in the Super Bowl, though. His face, he was so proud of himself with such little work put in that it was really funny to watch. And I think Bryce is still finding his footing. He's finding his way in. He's a rookie quarterback, and I don't know, man. Carolina, once they let go of CMC, like they just can't really figure it out.
Yeah.
I think it was as predicted, though, right? Did you guys do your pick'ems? My pick, I had picked
did.
the Saints, and I knew that they were going to pull it out. I knew that.
I did pick the Saints. It was one of
Right?
the few I got right.
Yeah.
Hey, if you are a betting fan, whatever I pick on the pick'ems, pick the opposite, and you will be a millionaire.
Oh no,
For
gosh.
sure.
no, this was a wild week. It was a wild week.
It was
Come on.
okay. Second game last night, though. So the
but-
Saints and
But can we go back to the Monday? 2 games.
2 games.
I was so annoyed.
I don't like
It
And
was
then
annoying.
I was like, okay, wait, there's 2 games. So I'm on ESPN.
Yeah.
I just know there's got to be other people that are relating.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, with the other game's on. And I went back and forth, and then it was the same game. It was so
Yeah.
it was the same game on 2 different channels for like 30 minutes. It was so annoying. I did
Yeah.
NFL, I did not like it.
No, you
Yeah.
had to pretty much pick which game you wanted to listen to.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
I was into the Steeler game though.
Yes, I was
you?
definitely
Yeah,
into the Steeler
I
game
was.
over the Saints game.
No. Okay. So here's my take on the Steeler game. Both defenses showed up to play, but there is no offensive line for either team that was playing last night. Am I wrong?
No, you're not
No.
wrong.
I mean, the Browns.
Is
first
she ever
off,
wrong?
I wish
Like,
I was.
she's
not.
always-
Well, with the
She said
Chargers.
you're right a lot of
Let's
times.
start with Watson on the Browns. First off,
Yes.
Okay.
How
Let's
many
talk
times
about
has
this.
a quarterback gotten a face mask call like that? Does
Wow.
he not know the rules? I felt like he was confused at one moment. You know, you can't grab someone's face mask.
Well,
I
not
mean-
only can you not grab it and then pull it down.
yeah, I just,
Right.
Not a good look.
I would have been so frustrated as a fan watching that game last night. I just would have, if I can just imagine that their fans were like, what's happening to our team and why is this what we're our best
That's such a
effort?
confused organization. I don't even know what the mascot is. Is that little elf running around or is
Oh,
it the dog?
I'm glad you brought that up.
What is it?
So I made fun of the Alf a couple of weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And then what happened?
And I had to look it up because I'm like, I had to educate myself.
okay.
Okay.
What did you
I can't
find?
just make fun of something without knowing. So let me educate myself.
What did your
so
research?
I went down the rabbit hole on the logo.
Yeah.
It started in 1946.
Okay.
And it was named after the owner, Paul Brown. They wanted some sort of a face of the owner, and it just morphed into this
They picked an elf.
elf. I swear to God. Yeah. And look it up. I
I would
wasn't.
have been so offended if I were the owner.
Rude.
It was, yeah. Well, it's. Here's my thought: is like, not only are you a Browns fan,
Yeah.
like you never win, and then that's your logo.
Here she goes.
Like,
Here she
no,
goes.
you know-
Browns fans.
I'm sorry, Browns fans. Oh, I want to get a Browns fan. Hopefully, Arsenio Hall will come in the
Oh.
VIP room.
Is he a Browns
Arsenio, he's a huge Browns fan,
That's
and
a
I want
rough-
to talk to him
That's a
about
rough-
how you live your life, knowing that
Dude,
you're
well, I mean, the
Yeah.
Browns
probably
I mean,
not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
No,
rough.
no, but and you know they're probably never going to make the playoffs. But again, I think both teams had no O line. There was no quarterback protection on either side, especially on the Steelers.
The first
I mean,
half was so messy.
it was painful to watch.
Yeah.
And can we talk about the injury that no one wants to bring up?
We can. Go for it.
Yeah.
You start. It's painful.
I didn't see it, and they didn't do any replays.
They didn't do any
because
replays.
It was
that
so
bad. Because from what they allowed us to see, you couldn't really see it.
Yeah.
No, they tried to hide it, but the minute the cart came out, you knew something was bad. And for your fantasy football freaks out there, I hope you're all picking up Ford if you put him in that waiver wire
Yeah.
really quick because he's going to be coming in and stepping up right now. I don't know. You never want to see a player go down like that. That was just painful,
No.
and it's a season-ending injury. And now the
Yeah.
Browns are even more scrambled.
I know. Went from bad to worse, as if that's possible for the Browns.
And you know what? I'm gonna say it because I've always keep it real, right? I'm always gonna keep it real. You
Yeah.
guys know me. It was the first time I saw Deshaun Watson since his alleged issues,
Mhm.
and it was hard for me to watch, quite frankly. It just was, and without getting into
The allegations.
allegations and politics and things like that.
I think it's so funny we say allegations when there's like 35 women coming forward.
we have to do that, but it was a little difficult to watch. It just
Yeah.
it
As a woman.
and I will go on and say this because I am always going to keep it raw. What was really shocking to me is that the owner is a woman, and I just wonder how the Browns fans feel about that, especially the women Browns fans.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll leave a comment for us and talk to us about that because I know in my organization that would be I'm not a Browns fan, but it was just hard for me to watch as not knowing kind of what I think is out there.
Yeah.
And there were some more memes. I gotta love the memes.
Yeah, they went pretty hard with those.
So
Without getting into it, but yeah, they did. They went hard with those. I don't know. It's going to take a while for him to, brush that off.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't come off as like a nice guy either. You know what I
Well,
mean? He's
that's
just
what I
not
was
a nice
thinking
guy.
when I saw the face mask. I
Yeah,
just
stop
kinda was like,
it. You're
these
being a
quarterbacks
brat.
normally don't do that for the newbies.
Yes.
Quarterbacks usually don't
Yes.
grab somebody's helmet and bring it to that. It's more the tackle's job.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And then the interception in the fourth quarter. Can we talk about that?
Okay, go for it, girl.
I mean, it was just when you thought maybe they're gonna pull it out,
Yep.
maybe that this is just aligning for them and they're gonna make magic happen.
No.
There's a very messy throw leading to an interception. Watts gets the ball and
was it like 15 yards out? Like
Yes.
right there.
Right
And who
there.
throws a screen pass that close to your end zone?
thank you.
I told you the defenses came to play.
They
Though.
did.
Both
They
defenses
did.
showed up on
They
Monday
did.
night.
Until the last minute. And I appreciate that in the fourth quarter when
Yeah.
they don't get lazy, they don't get sloppy, and they show up till the last minute because that's when the magic can really happen for
Yep.
a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Great.
Didn't he get some accolades from? He's the first Pittsburgh Steeler to have that many sacks, I think, or something. Like I don't remember the stat, but girl, he's got some flowers.
Yeah.
They gave him some flowers.
Yeah. It was an exciting end to maybe a lackluster game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
From
Yes.
lackluster to lusterful. Did you guys watch Coach Prime's game? I mean,
Oh,
it's not even an NFL
girl.
game, but like, how,
We gotta talk about
he
it.
came
We
out
gotta
with
talk
Little
about it.
Wayne,
girl.
Little Weezy ran out there and sang a song that I learned from my brother. He's only performed one other time.
Wow.
And then The Rock was in the locker
I
room.
saw that with his mom, with Mama Sanders.
Dwayne
She's
The
up in
Rock.
there.
She's up in there, and he's over here, referencing things, and The Rock is just standing there looking all proud, like he is in Fast and the Furious. Like,
All rock-like.
it was so. I mean, he's bringing the heat.
Dion is turning the college game upside down.
Oh my
And you know
gosh.
what I love about that is that literally he's doing what he feels is in his heart to do.
Right.
Period. End of story. And he's getting all the players to buy in, and it shows you when you have a real leader who happens to know football,
Yes.
what you can do
Yeah.
to an organization. And what I love on top of that is, and now of course I'm not in the locker room, but from what I can see is there's also this mutual respect,
Yeah.
right? Because he was a player.
Yeah.
And I believe not only does he want them to be amazing players, but he wants them to be amazing men.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get.
Dion's got great character. I will
Right?
always say that. He's always I do enjoy him a lot. I think what he's doing for college football is amazing. Fun fact, those blender sunglasses he wears.
Right.
One day of wearing them, 1.2 million in sales.
Yep.
He's welcome. To
There we
pick up
go.
Football is sexy merch.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Anything
We
you
would love
want.
That,
Anytime.
Dion, elaborate. Let us know. We'll send
It's
over
black
a
and gold?
package.
Right? Maybe we have to. I have a connection. We'll have to work on
All
that.
right. All
actually.
right.
Well, and one of the reasons why that sunglass thing came to be is because the other coach from Colorado State made a comment saying,
My mother taught me a grown man takes off his sunglasses and hat when he talks to adults.
bad,
Unnecessary.
unnecessary. Like,
Rumpers.
Keep it to the game. Keep it
Yeah.
to football.
well, never ever talk about anyone's mama.
Thank
Let's
you.
start there.
Thank
I can talk about her. You cannot.
100%.
And definitely not in the media.
Thank
that
you.
was just bad all the way around.
Those are
and-
just
and
fighting words.
Especially Dion. You know he's not going to let that go.
Right.
Why do you
Right.
want to? Why do you want to poke the bear?
And that's why Mama Sanders was in the locker room to address all that, right?
And then they handed out
Yeah.
look at 100 pairs of sunglasses,
Yeah.
and now the whole sideline's gonna wear sunglasses
Right.
because
I
you
mean-
pissed
Right.
Dion off.
Right.
But see, I love that kind of banter. Did
So
you see what
amazing.
the Lions did to the Seahawks? Or
Yeah.
was it the Seahawks to the Lions? I'm getting all confused
I-
now with the
yeah.
blue ski mask.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, what
the
happened
Lions.
with that?
Because they were calling each other out and they were like teasing each other, going back and forth on it.
Yeah.
I love some good talking.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like I said, you guys, the Vanderpump Rules. The NFL.
It's like the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's
so
all-
exciting.
it's so
juicy.
exciting.
Speaking of temper tantrums,
Ooh, let's get in.
Uh-oh.
how did you guys like the Pats Miami game?
I
I
mean,
loved it. If you're wondering,
Why?
I'm gonna interrupt. I
Oh,
loved
because she
it.
hates
because
Boston.
I hate Boston and Bill Belichick's little reaching into his dirty sock and pulling out that challenge flag and
Yeah.
meh, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
gosh. Bill
Oh my
Belichick
God.
looked so confused and concerned. He's like Ice-T in Law and Order SVU. Like Ice-T's seen every type of murder, but still he's always like, damn. Oh, and you're like, Bill Belichick's just sitting there like, oh, we can't do that. Like, I'm so sick of him. And I'm so glad Miami had the game they had.
Yeah.
Tua, bravo.
Yes.
You are crushing it. Tyreek Hill with a 75-yard touchdown. And Mostert really controlled that game. The one thing I will say the Pats do well is they really play like a red zone defense strong thing.
Right, right.
And they limit that pass game so much. Like Tyreek already knew there were going to be two people on him.
Yeah.
We already knew that.
Right.
And that's why Mostert had to run everything. But I mean, he crushed it.
Yes.
I miss Mozart. He was a Niner. I was not happy with that trade or
I know.
however he got there. I don't quite remember, but he's a surfer, by the way.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, he's a surfer.
Big boy.
And when he was on the Niners, when he would score a touchdown, he would like get on the ground and he would do this.
Oh. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
yeah,
that.
and he's just one of those nice guys, and I was really sad to see him go.
Okay, so what do you think of the Patriots going forward? Like the rest of the season, are we just thinking it's a slow decline?
I think it's a super slow decline.
Yeah.
I didn't see much out of them to excite me. I mean, their quarterback is super forgettable. I already forgot his name.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
There you go. I mean, don't even care.
Yeah.
They just don't impress me.
There's nothing.
No.
There's really nothing going on over there.
Do you feel
nothing.
like a change in coaching is the answer? Do you feel like Belichick has just had his time?
Take
and
him out to pasture.
I think it's
Let
time to
him go.
retire.
I think
Old
so
yellow
too.
man,
I
you
think
know?
so
We're
too.
done.
I mean, if Brady's my quarterback for that long,
It was like a marriage.
it was a marriage, and
Yeah.
and some reports say towards the end it wasn't
right.
as solid,
Right.
right? I think egos are a mother. You know what I'm saying? And I think he should have retired when Brady retired.
It would have made sense for the organization,
For the
right?
organi-
I think
just-
fans would agree,
Right?
Yeah,
Just let's start a
Close
whole
the
new thing.
chapter.
Close the chapter.
yeah,
But what people may or may not know, the rumors were that he wanted Brady gone a long time ago. He actually wanted Jimmy Garoppolo,
Oh my goodness.
believe it or not, because he felt Tom was too old.
wow,
And that started the whole tension, and Kraft sided with Brady. And so that allegedly started the rift. But you just look at Boston, and you're not afraid anymore.
No, not
It's
at all.
lackluster.
It used to be scary. Right?
You used to be
Yes.
scary.
Over there, you
All-
were scared.
Yeah,
I mean, they had a good
it
run.
was a game to watch, and now
so happy.
it's
They-
not.
but again, the way he threw, I love it. Yes.
Just a tantrum. He said, "I don't like it," and now you're gonna pick it up next to me. He was just. I
my
was cracking
God.
up.
Oh my God.
He's such a
Lord.
crybaby, and I mean, it's a weird week too, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about some awful teams that shouldn't be awful.
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Burrow, where are you, brother?
Oh,
are
my
you
God.
okay? My Chargers, which are 0-2. We'll get into that one later.
Wait. Can I pull out my one stat for the 0-2?
Bring it out.
Can I bring it out?
Bring it
and
out.
then you guys can tell me what you think.
Okay, let's
it's
go.
the one. Look,
I want
I
it.
came prepared. And Patriots,
Yeah, so we just talked about that.
0-2.
Not surprised. No.
Bengals,
Surprised?
0-2, but he got a haircut, so he's gonna
that's-
change everything.
No, he kind of looks like a weird version of
It's
It
a weird
Georgie to
thing.
me.
This
I
little
don't know.
situation right here.
The curls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, if you remember last week, I said I think Josh Allen should get a haircut.
And
So I guess Burrows heard me, and Josh didn't, and we'll see what happens.
Okay,
But I
okay.
just believe sometimes you need to change it up.
it's you
You
do.
need to change it up. Texans,
I'm
0-2.
Yeah,
Not-
not surprised.
Yeah, okay.
Not surprised.
Denver,
I
0-2.
The Denver Donkeys.
I
Huh?
had,
Okay.
I can't.
How about
I'm
them?
sorry.
How about that?
I had
Hospital
high.
game.
I had higher hopes for them, but keep going. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Okay.
going.
Okay. Chargers. Sorry.
We'll get into that one though.
Okay.
I don't
We'll
think
get
the two
back into
correlate.
that. Vikings and Bears are both 0-2.
Cousins. Where,
Cousins.
where is the Cole's cash, brother? Let's bring it out.
don't
It's time to
know.
spend it. It's time to cash in the Cole's
But
cash.
see, to me, the only three surprising ones.
Wait, one more.
Oh, there's one more.
Sorry.
Whoa.
You probably won't be shocked. Cardinals.
Yeah, no, that
Well,
makes
I
sense.
Does anyone even know the name of the quarterback on the Cardinals?
No.
No, and they're going to stay.
They
That's
should
a
ask
losing
Larry
team.
Fitzgerald to come back
They should-
after he's done with his University of Phoenix degree. You know, remember those commercials?
Yes.
He should come back. But okay, but out of all
Okay.
those teams, I think the notable ones are the Chargers, the Vikings,
And
the
the
Bengals.
Bengals.
Absolutely.
You know?
Agree.
Oh.
okay.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I forgot to add this because
What?
I did a little more research for the 0-2 teams because I was curious.
We love
the
that.
percentage of making it to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Look, Sanaz. I'm sorry, Sanaz. I hate to break it to you, but it's like 1%. Somewhere in there
1%.
that you just
Tight.
and it's not even talking about winning. It's just getting there. So it's a big deal when you're 0-2. You have to come out of a
Wow.
huge hole depending on the division that you're in.
Wow.
It's 14% somewhere around there to even have a winning season after you lose 2. That's why week 2 is so big for the people that lost the first game. But my last stat for the day is there's still hope for you, Sanaz.
Okay.
You ready? To all you Charger fans, there's still hope, and Bengals fans and
Tell us.
everybody else. 3 teams went 0-2 since the Super Bowl era and actually won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
You want?
Fascinating.
Yeah. 1993, them Cowboys, Patriots in 2001,
Not
Okay.
no mo.
and then the New York Giants in 2007.
They had a surprising game too.
Wow.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's it, girl.
Stat
That's all my
queen
stats. I
today.
just did a little homework because actually this weekend, you guys know, you guys had to hold it down because where was I?
Somebody went to the Niner game.
She was partying this
Girl,
weekend. She was not
raging.
home.
Hey, the Niner fans do not
The
mess
stadium was
around.
red.
Dude, first of all, Niner fans travel well. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Niner fan. It's a fact. They travel well. And being that, Santa Clara is so close, 6 hours drive from SoFi, they all came out. And they come out for the weekend. They don't come out just for the game. So I got calls and texts from all these. You guys, it's a whole thing. There's Niner chapters. So, there's Niner fans, OC, Niner fans, San Jose. And they all come together. It's crazy. And they all have their own flags. It's a whole thing. Shout out to all my
Wow.
people. I met all of the chapters.
Love that.
The 408s. I don't want to start naming names because I'll forget someone. It's Niners Unite. All these. And they're crazy. Good crazy. DJ, parking lot.
Ooh, is that where you were?
rappers.
Uh-huh.
Well, you were in the pink lot, right?
Girl, it goes down in the pink lot.
Okay.
You go to SoFi,
It
guys.
goes down in the pink
Now
lot.
we know.
Had my cigar, walking
Of
around.
course you did.
I'm just telling you, it was a vibe. But it started the night before, so they took over a restaurant in LA called Tom's, and everybody's partying. It's a vibe. It's a way of life. It's a vibe. But the actual game, it was literally 80% Niners. In fact, I like to do our reels and show like the game experience. I was trying so hard to find Rams fans and Rams women fans to put in the reel.
And you couldn't find one?
Girl, it was hard.
No, on
It
TV,
was hard.
It was just
Wow.
It was hard.
It looked good, and
Yeah.
might I say, your Niners look so good.
Thank you.
And
Softy Sanaz is
no,
back.
yes, listen up. When George Kittle gets to go to work and do nothing, nothing, and you guys still win, yikes.
Yeah.
You guys are just
However,
CMC, man.
I
That
know.
little bulldozer
Woo!
just crushes his way in.
the first half was not pretty.
It wasn't.
And remember what
They're
you
better
said
than that.
yesterday?
They're better than that. Yeah.
Not yesterday. Last week, I said what I said about Brock.
Yes.
Right? I said, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it, and you go, don't jinx us. and the first half, I'm hearing you in my head. I'm like, damn it. Melissa said, don't jinx us. I hope I didn't jinx us. He did. I have to be honest about my boys. He did miss 3. I counted wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, would have been a touchdown.
Correct.
3 times
Yeah.
in the first half. I was a little concerned because the Rams always, no matter their record, that divisional rivalry, it's elevated. It's always like a playoff game.
Right.
The Rams always come to play. The Niners always come to play. And the Rams coming off their win last week.
Right. They were hungry.
And there's no, it's a battle, and you can feel it in the stands. You can feel it on the field, and but thank God. And I got, everybody loves to text me during the Niner games when we're losing or we don't look good. And it's always the freaking Dallas fans. They always want, and then I got to shut them down, right?
And the second half, they did.
Exactly.
They did.
I'm like, settle down.
Yeah. Wait.
Last time I checked, there's 4 quarters,
Thank you.
not 2.
Thank you.
Settle down. We're gonna
Yeah.
get it together,
Yeah.
and we did.
Yeah.
It was a great
And
game.
I'm excited about where we're going.
You know, the one fun thing I learned during that game was the Rams have a lineman named Byron Young. Byron Young wears number 0. This kid was a community college football player, but the year he went into it, it was COVID, so he didn't get to play. He worked at Burger King and the Dollar General store in order to keep trying to pay for trying out for different NFL teams.
Burger King?
Yes.
Wow.
And he wears number 0 because he says that's the percentage he had of making it into the NFL and the number of people that believed in him.
Oh,
love
that
that.
chills.
He
Wow.
crushed it for the Rams.
I don't remember him.
And he says he still goes to that Dollar General or store he used to work at. He stands there sometimes and he like churns his stomach a little bit.
I love
and like that's
that.
one of those feel good stories, right?
Yeah.
Like we know the Rams lost, but like kind of cool to
Yeah.
see that light on him. and
Here's that
there.
endorsement deal, Burger King.
There
you
you
guys,
go.
you guys need to link up right there.
Have it your
Back
way,
out.
isn't it, Burger
Yeah.
King?
But
Yeah.
he didn't even get to play in like college, really. Like
That's
It-
amazing.
It reminds me of, the Kurt Warner
Yes.
story, right? Bagging groceries, nobody wanted him, and like a year later, he's not only in the Super Bowl, not only wins the Super Bowl, he becomes the MVP. Bless
Right.
you. He becomes the MVP of the Super Bowl, which he played for the Rams, as we all know. But
Yeah.
that's amazing.
yeah,
That's
love that
amazing.
story.
the Rams just bringing in the feel good story.
I know. Way
Hey,
to go.
and I'm sorry. Shout out to the mariachis.
oh,
Girl, I love my Rams mariachis. They bring the heat. If I ever have a birthday party where we have enough room for the mariachis, I
They're
want
coming
them
out?
I want them at my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
You
saying
heard
it
it
now.
here.
I want it.
okay, so then LA's other team, the Chargers.
I'm gonna let you speak on it,
womp.
girl.
So the Chargers Titans game. Here are my thoughts. First
Tell us.
off,
I love when
Hold
she
on.
starts off
Here
like
are my
that.
thoughts.
Let me get comfortable.
Okay, yeah.
First off, Bosa was questionable,
Okay.
but he did play. Had a couple few sacks too, which is great because week 1 they had no sacks whatsoever. But Eckler was out, and as of today, there is no timeline for when he's coming back. Coach didn't say anything, And that's really worrisome to me because I don't even exactly know what happened.
Right.
They just said he wasn't at practice. So I'm really kind of confused here. We haven't said what kind of injury it was. It really worries me. But, they were interviewing coach at the end of the game, and he got kind of like spicy with a reporter who asked about, the consecutive losses. And he said, I don't think the two correlate. You go back in there, you ask any of the guys in that locker room, they'll tell you they don't correlate. They were two hard-fought games. I agree they were hard-fought games. I do. And I think Herbert's amazing. And I think we just make silly, dumb mistakes.
Right.
And those dumb mistakes, like losing by 2, losing by 3. I mean, it's like kissing your brother. Like it sucks.
What is that again?
Again.
I gotta look that up. What does that mean?
Sucks.
I don't
It's
have
like
a
you
brother.
don't like to do it, but you have to, like type thing because your family's looking at you. You gotta give your brother a kiss when I'm Persian. When I go home, you have to kiss everybody twice. Like it's just something you have to do.
The Spanish having to go greet all the relatives.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
go say goodbye. to all of them.
Otherwise, like you didn't say hi to me. You don't want to deal with that.
Oh, okay. Got
but
it.
it was rough. That game, that was another rough game for me. And my Chargers, man, against the Titans, I just, I begrudgingly picked the Titans in my pick'ems.
Okay.
I had to.
No, here's why I'm so mad. I actually even said it last week. I picked the
did.
Titans.
Yeah, you did.
And somehow I must have been half asleep when I picked my pick'ems.
Sanaa's got
I
into your
woke
phone.
up. I go.
Sanaa's got in
Sanaa's
there.
got into my phone. She's messing me up.
She hacked you.
And
She
I
hacked
look
you.
and I'm like, oh, I got the Titans game. And I look at my pick'ems. I'm like, what? I know I didn't pick the Chargers.
Oh.
Girl, so that's not fair. I know somebody who might be able to fix it though.
Oh,
No,
No, I can't. I won't. I won't.
But so here's the thing, right? The Chargers are 0-2. They don't look like a team that should be 0-2. You know
No.
what team looks like should be 0-2 but is 2-0?
Who?
Are the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, here
And
we go.
Cowboy fans,
Let's talk
relax.
about it. Let's talk
Your
about it.
team is not that good. You just played easy opponents.
Okay.
Like every Dallas fan is like texting me out of the woodwork right now. My friend Marvin, my friend Telly, and I'm like, you guys need to relax.
Yeah.
Like, don't get that hyped up on Dak
Wait
just
till-
yet.
Yeah. Wait till week
Well,
5.
Wait
till
till
Yeah.
October
week 5.
8th, girl. Give
Yeah.
me some love. And
It's gonna be a good game. That's what they're gonna see.
well,
what
let's
their
talk
team's made of.
about the Dallas Jets game.
Okay.
I mean, not for anything. Their back was Zach.
Right.
I do feel bad for the fans, the team. But again, this is part of the NFL. We talk about it all the time.
Hashtag if we stay healthy.
Hashtag if you stay healthy. It is always the thing.
Right.
And quarterback, when we should say, QB2s matter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Backup quarterbacks
Yeah.
matter because the likelihood, I haven't looked up that stat, but the likelihood of our top quarterbacks going down, it's high, I'm
You
sure.
watched the Niners last season. You're very
We
well
went
aware
through 4 quarterbacks
of
in
what
one
she's
game.
talking about. Yes, that's
Girl.
This is where we're coming
But
from.
do you guys
Painful.
think in the locker room, Zach's getting that like support from everyone? Do you think the team's looking at him saying, you're our guy? Like, don't worry. We don't want anybody else. Like, I don't know if they're really letting him feel like supported.
Well,
I think he knows he's on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Well, let's first of all, he made the bed that he's laying in right now. Last year, he came in there. First of all, this whole like the bandana thing and coming in, sleeping with your mom's friend. You are not in the press
What?
conference. Oh, you know about that? Oh, it's a big thing.
We're
Go
talking
down the
about
rabbit hole.
Wilson?
Yes,
The
Best
BYU kid?
yes.
The BYU
But in his defense, she was hot. She was hot, and I'm just saying, you can go down the rabbit hole. But his personal life is none of my business. But he came in cocky, with nothing to really show for it, and he lost the locker room last year. So they benched him, and I think Sam, who now is on the Niners,
Right.
annoying. Sorry, just.
Yeah.
He sees ghosts on the field. I don't need that guy in my locker room, right?
See dead people.
Remember, he's like, I
See
see
dead
ghosts.
people.
believe
Oh
him.
my god! But at least he's honest.
Yeah.
At least he's
At least
honest.
he's honest.
I
Monica,
love
do you believe in
honesty.
ghosts?
I believe yes.
MJ?
Yes. Yes.
I've seen,
I believe in spirits
I've
that
seen.
stay.
Yeah, we could
Okay.
talk. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen some.
Okay.
Cute for the Halloween episode.
Yes.
We'll come
Oh,
out-
I'm all in.
Yes,
We'll come in.
I'm all in.
We'll
Yeah.
come in
All right,
hot.
all right.
But all that to say, and I think Jimmy G went through the same thing. How does it feel to know that 52 players or 51 and the coaches
Right.
don't want you as a quarterback? They're all in on Aaron, and now they're stuck with you. Like
think
that.
it has
that
to,
can't.
yeah, but it
that
has
can't
to be
feel
your
good.
fuel. It has to be the fire that lights you up,
Right?
that makes you want to try that much harder to spite everybody instead of letting it be the thing that makes you shrink down, right? Like it should be.
See, there's the mom.
It's
There's the good mom.
There's the mom in me
Yeah, I
giving you
love
your
it.
pep talk. No, but really, it should be like I would be so spiteful, and I would be showing up, going twice as hard, going to double the workouts. I would be there, first one on the field, last one to leave. Like I would be hungry to show people what I'm made of and why I deserve it. You
Right.
know, but you
And
have to earn the respect. Is
You
what I'm
are
saying.
100% right. Not like Johnny Manziel, who didn't even open his laptop to watch
0%
film.
playbook. 0%.
And Kyler Murray apparently doesn't like to watch film either.
That's bizarre.
And for the new people, watching film is
Oh my gosh. So watching former games, right? Watching back your work from other games so you can critique yourself and you can learn from your mistakes and show up better the next time.
right. Exactly. And Brady was a big. He was known to watch hours and hours
I feel like
of
most good
athletes
are.
do.
They are their harshest critics.
So to go back to Zach, I mean, I agree with you.
Right?
Like when you get your chance,
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a backup, third, fourth, you have to be ready for that moment.
Yeah.
And think about this: how many backups became that guy?
Yeah.
Tom Brady started behind Drew Bledsoe.
Yes.
Aaron started behind Brett.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
right? There's all these stories, so I think it's a mental thing. Look at Brock.
Yes.
You just have to somehow mentally be mentored by your QB1, and you
Saw
have
a little bit of that in Hard Knocks.
You did.
Saw a little bit of that in
You
Hard
did.
Knocks. Yeah.
and then that inner desire to be the best when your name gets called,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's for all positions.
I agree 100%, but I think another big portion of it does fall on the organization. I think the organization does need to take a look and say, if this is what we want our quarterback to feel, we need to provide that for him as well.
True.
I mean, you know, quarterbacks, you're the head of the turkey, my friend. Like, it's up to you. You've got to make this decision.
We're in October.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, like, I mean, look at to change subjects, Kansas City. Mahomes is restructuring his deal.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, everyone. I guess
boy.
he realized Travis Kelce isn't enough for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's going to be now, and I talked about this in one of my posts, he's restructuring his deal to open up more money so that they have more cap space and they can get a couple other players, some more targets, and bring someone to the team, because Kansas City is, I mean, they're supposed to be a great team, and
Yeah.
they're not looking great.
Nobody's really scared right now.
Nobody of them.
No.
No.
And again, who did he learn that from? Tom, right? Tom would rather have rings
Right.
than he'll get his money.
Yeah.
He knows that with the rings he'll get his money.
right.
Not vice versa.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I think that's a cool move for Mahomes, willing to do that. Again, I love that I'm not making a martyr out of him. He's still going to get his money. He's just not going to get it
Still
all
getting
this
a
year.
raise. He's
Yeah.
still getting a raise.
No, he's
not
going
hurting.
to get it eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Him and Aaron, don't worry. They're all going to make their money, and the best part is they're going to make it probably when they're like, I'm going to retire, and we're still going to pay him out. It's going to be a very like Angels, CJ Wilson thing for those of you that are Angels fans. But I was impressed by that. Let's see what Kansas City can do, because no one's scared of them right now. No one. The Niners are the only team I'd be afraid of. I can't believe I just said it.
Oh my
I can't believe I'm not going to lie. Even the Eagles aren't impressing me.
Not right now.
No.
Not right now. So we did a poll on our Instagram, and I asked the sexy people that follow us, are the Eagles as good as they were last year? 86, I think, percent said no.
No.
It's true.
And it's true.
People know. You guys know.
But as a Niner fan, and I appreciate that, Sanaz, I think obviously the same. I think we are Super Bowl ready. I've been saying
Absolutely.
it all throughout our podcast. But even though Dallas hasn't played the really tough teams yet,
Yeah.
I mean, October 8th, it's going down. Like it's the Niners versus Dallas. I'm really deciding whether I have my book. I booked my hotel. I have my flight. I haven't bought my ticket yet because this is always the tough decision for me.
Do I or don't I?
Do I go to the game? Do I watch it and locked in at home? What should I do, guys?
So let's get into that, though.
Let's get into that.
So
Because when's the last time you went to a game?
I have a hard time going to games, especially football games.
I've been to a hockey game with Sanaz, and if that's
Oh
just
my
a little
God.
taste of what a football
was
game
so
is.
Get
quiet.
kicked out. You won't even make it past first quarter. I think it's best for FIS, for Football Sexy, for you to stay home.
I know too many people at SoFi.
Actually, you're not allowed to go to games. I just said it here.
It's
We
hard
need
though.
you on the podcast. I don't need to bail you out.
But when
Please.
you go to a game, and you just felt this, you go to a game, you're not just showing up at 1:25 and leaving right when it's done. You're there hours before.
Right.
You're tailgating, your energy's up, you're pumped up, full of adrenaline, and then during the game, like, you're so into it, and it goes by so fast.
Right.
And then after the game, you're like, what
What
just happened?
Exactly.
And wait, other teams played today too. Let me check
Right.
my phone. And you're like, wait, I
You
don't know
feel
any.
lost.
You lost.
You
So
lost.
how was that for you?
I'm being honest with you guys. That's why I texted you guys yesterday. I'm like, man, you guys got to hold it down for me because I came back not only because I went out the night before Saturday night, because shout out to all the, the chapters. Got some really cute merch, by the way. They bring the heat. I didn't want to bring it today. I'll wait till the playoffs, but I'm merched up.
You hear that? She already knows.
But it was exactly what you said. It was so much fun. I've got my parking down. I've got the whole thing. But you go there for the vibe and the energy.
Right.
Right? And it's amazing. But you can't follow the game as well as being locked in on your TV. It's just two completely different experiences.
Right.
Well, lucky you. You didn't get to hear the play-by-play and color commentary because
it was
Mission
bad.
Viejo's Mark Sanchez was doing color, and you know what? I was a little surprised. He actually did a great job.
Oh, wow.
You know
That's
what?
high praise.
Did he?
coming from us.
That's high praise.
That is high
Come-
praise.
Listen,
Wow.
Mr. Butt Fumble did a great job, and I was impressed. I always love hearing, different people do color, but he did great. And I always know, like, when you go to a game, you don't get to hear that.
You
Right.
miss it.
It's hard.
I was literally
You need
texting somebody. One of my other Niner fans who decided to stay home. I go, girl, how bad does it look on TV right now? Like on the first half. She goes, it looks freaking bad. And this is the first half, but
You guys are harsh.
we're hard. Well, we expect excellence.
We know how good they should be. Like,
Right.
It's the expectation and then the letdown.
It was just the missed throws from Brock were
Right.
concerning in the beginning, but I still had faith. Don't get me wrong, I'm not shook,
No.
but I'm like, damn, like
Yeah.
you don't want to keep it close in SoFi at Levi South. Levi South. I call it Little Levi, but everybody else calls it.
Baby Levi.
I call it Little Levi, but most people call it Levi South.
Baby Levi.
It's and in the Rams' defense, when you leave Los Angeles for 20 years,
Right.
you lose fans.
Absolutely.
right?
In our lifetime, most people don't even realize that there was a whole history previous to St. Louis of,
Right.
of them being
The Raiders and the Rams. I get sometimes I close my eyes and I'm like, where are they now? Like,
Yeah.
I can't
know.
figure it out anymore.
It was so funny. I was in the gym and there was a diehard Raider fan. He goes, "Yeah, LA." And I looked at him like, your team's in Vegas now, right? And he goes, "That's what I meant." I'm
LV.
like, yeah, LV. And it was just funny
What's the A
because,
to a V.
yeah, even he forgot,
That's embarrassing.
But and even when we were here with Johnny Bus last episode,
yeah.
he's like, once they left, he's like, F you, and like, do you become a
You're
Ram
not the
fan
home
again?
team anymore. You're not the home team. So
No,
you're
you
not
have-
going to get the home fans.
Vibe.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It was wild.
It was.
And it was so funny because they would go, "Whose house?" And you would hear this like little faint Rams house, but you saw nothing but red.
A little echo.
It was like a little echo. It was hilarious.
If I'm on the Rams marketing team,
Oh, boy.
I'm doing something else to get blue butts and seats because it looked really bad. I know we already said it, but it looked really bad on TV. Just
Yeah.
a sea of red,
Well-
and I can't imagine being there what that vibe is. But that happens sometimes. Like I'm an Anaheim Ducks fan, and like when my Ducks are playing, like especially playing a Canadian team. All the Canadians come down. You're not seeing a lot of orange and black in that stadium. So it happens.
Yeah.
But this was really impressive. The Niner fans showed up ready to play, and I really, really appreciated that.
Well, it was a call to action, read out. So everybody, because I hate when people wear black and white and red. No, let's like sometimes in the basketball, I'm
right.
like, dude, let's pick a color and let's go
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Like some of those, like the Clippers, you can never know who's in the stands.
But that's an
like,
LA
you wanna
thing.
know like all yellow. You know what I mean? For the Lakers, all yellow. So they called the action the red. Every Niner fan wore red.
Wow.
But I will give a shout out to the Dallas Cowboys because a couple years ago I went to Levi to watch the Dallas game. I was mortified because Dallas travels well too. And there's a lot of Dallas fans out here. For whatever reason, I cannot figure out why, if you are a Dodger fan, you become a Dallas fan. But they seem to correlate. My people, especially, it's so
true. Is it
right?
a blue
That's
thing?
so
Is
true,
it just like
right?
a color loyalty?
Is it
Pick another blue team,
right? It's the
but
weirdest.
not the Chargers? I don't know. I don't get
Thinking
it.
about it now, and anybody I know that's
Think
a
about
Dodgers
it.
fan is a Dallas fan.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's a
all of my friends.
and I get into it. I've asked people about this all the time.
Let's put it on our Instagram. Let's
Can
try
we
to
do
get to the
that?
bottom
Yeah.
of this.
let's get some comments on
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Figure
yeah.
out. I'm like,
Help us.
how can you?
understand.
Why are you a Dallas fan if you're a Dodger fan?
That was
I
an
don't know.
Interesting correlation. Yeah, I never.
Trust me,
Wow.
I'm very aware of it.
Okay.
But yeah, they traveled well, and I walked into Liba and I was like, wow, there was way too much blue for my liking.
No, that's not
So.
okay. That's not okay.
Let's see. I think did we talk about the final play happened again? There was a final play.
Oh, right.
Broncos Washington.
And you just
Hot potato.
said this
And I
last
just
week.
potato.
Hot potato. I just said we just
I thought of you when it happened when I was watching the game, and I thought this is exactly what Monica was talking about the fourth quarter, the last play.
and it wasn't reviewed,
No
and
reviews.
I don't. We'll have to get into that too because the Broncos did a Hail Mary. Did you know about this?
Yeah, no, I watched
Right?
it. It was a really, really
And they needed a
Hail
two.
Mary is the best word for it.
It was amazing. That was a great
But the Commanders came back from a
They did.
18-point deficit
something like
to
that.
win that game.
It
Something
was
like
very surprising.
The Denver Donkeys, man. It's a rough
We
day.
are not going to make friends here
No.
between Sanaz and myself.
No.
Melissa will keep us
I will-
maybe with some friends.
They're in my division. What do you want me to do? Like them? Get out of here.
I know.
Get
I
out
know.
of here.
But the 2-point conversion, had they made it, would have gone into overtime.
Right.
But there was a
it was all
huge-
about the 2-point conversion. Everybody was going for 2-point conversions
Yeah.
this week, and everybody was going on 4th down. Like the new rule, like 2-point and 4th down, we're doing it.
Make it
The
happen.
Chargers had an offensive lineman have a 2-point conversion.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it's just we're all about the 2-point conversion is hot.
It's sexy.
It's
Okay.
sexy.
It's the 2-point.
It says I got balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
We can't leave here without talking about what happened to Detroit, girl.
Oh.
What happened to your
Oh
your
my
team?
gosh,
happened to your
I
Kit
was
Kats?
heartbroken, and I was listening to Dan Campbell
She loves
after
Dan
the
Campbell.
game, and I was just like, "Yes, we did deserve to lose." I was like, "We did deserve to lose. We did not show up how we could have," and it was just, again, was it 2-point? It was a close game. And it was disappointing, but I don't realize they're going to come back next week.
Deflate that ego in Detroit, everyone. Relax.
We just went from the
Mo-
Motown, heard it through the grapevine. We'll have to. I'll find a song for
Yeah,
that.
find a song,
I'll
find
find
a
a
song
song.
to represent.
But shout out to the Seahawks. You know,
surprising.
Pete Carroll was throwing tantrums too on that field.
oh my
Him
god.
and Belichick.
Little rumpers over here.
As
you
a
know?
Niner fan,
Oh, you don't like Pete?
there's nothing more annoying when he's happy and chewing gum like there's no tomorrow.
See,
That means he's happy and things are good and they're not good for me.
I feel you because I love seeing Sean Payton lose.
Oh, me too.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
Just seeing him
Bounty
lose,
Gate.
it just makes me so happy.
Yeah. That's why I'm, no offense, like, we all know, look, you can say what you want about Russell Wilson, but he's a nice guy.
He's a
Everybody
great guy.
knows he's a nice guy.
I've worked
And
with him. He's a nice guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
I was gonna, tell me about that.
He's a nice guy. He's extremely respectful. He's extremely professional.
Didn't he not sleep with Sierra? They had a pact. They're gonna
You
wait
know,
till
there
their
was
marriage.
something about
I'm
that.
all up in it.
No sex
Everyone's
before
business.
I love it.
Yeah,
right.
very
I love
religious.
it.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I was working this event, and it was him coming and Marshawn Lynch. So and they had a game the next day. It was a Saturday night, and Russell showed up, very polite. Where would you like me to be, ma'am? Where do you want me to stand? He was such a gentleman. Marshawn was equally as polite.
He was
but
high?
No, he asked me for 4 bottles of
joint?
red wine.
Oh, okay.
And I said, red wine? And I go and I get him. He goes, can you bring them opened? So I said, sure. And then Marshawn just drinking red wine from the bottle like a baby. And I'm watching him, and then Russ is watching him, and Russ tries to tell him to calm down, and Marshawn could not have cared any less
Like
about what
one
Russ said.
after another,
And he
after
drank all
another.
4 bottles within the hour to himself and played a game the next day, and they won the next day.
Okay, I could have sworn I heard something the last couple of weeks that he said he was drunk many games.
I love him.
Wasn't he him?
I think it probably was, but I love him.
Oh, you
and I
gotta-
love
yeah.
the career he's getting right
Yeah.
now, the resurgence.
Yeah.
Like, he is the ideal NFL player. Great in the NFL, cared about his community,
Yep.
really cared about his community,
Yep.
tries to give back to his community, and he's funny.
He's funny.
He's just
Character.
funny.
He's a character. Yeah.
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 But
Yeah.
he's not a jerk.
No.
You know, he's
No.
just a funny guy.
Yeah.
And
He's
Russ
fun.
is just kissing babies, and, that's bothering
Being
his
too
coach.
nice.
Right. I just sound like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
No, you really did.
No idea where that came from.
Before we do our pick'ems, though, I think we should put a little attention to some negative stuff that happened this week.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Alexander Mattinson plays for the Vikings, and after their loss last week, received a number of racially ignorant, awful messages. Completely not okay, by the way. Here's the thing, guys. When these players play well, you love them. And when these players mess up, you cannot go at them like they are no longer human beings.
Right.
He is a
100%.
person. He is a human. He is a son,
Father.
a father, and for him to be posting, and I love that he did that.
Yep.
Post those people on your story
Yep.
and let the world see how ugly that is, because there is no room for that.
I think 100%. By the way, great post. You saw her post?
I did.
I was fired up, and it
were.
gets me fired up now because why are you bringing race into football?
It's ridiculous.
It's just absurd to me. And you talk,
And it happened again.
Yeah, I know it happened again
Last night.
And, a friend of mine, Blair Wilson, was the kicker for the Vikings a few years ago. And there was a game where the Vikings scored 9 points. All Blair's kicks, by the way. All of his. And then he missed the last kick. And he told me he got so many death threats. So many people telling him to kill himself.
So
going after
ridiculous.
his sister, his brother. Like, that is just disgusting to me. Like,
Well, I think that there needs to be something done, not only on the NFL level,
Right.
but on the criminal level.
Yeah.
Whether we find you through Instagram, like I love, post that. I want your boss to know.
absolutely.
I want your family to know.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Let the world know.
Let the
everyone
world
around
know.
you how ignorant you are.
100%. And that's what I think they should start doing. There should be like this
Some
thing.
social accountability.
There should be
Yes.
some social accountability because it has
Hero
to.
heroes.
It
Yeah.
just has to stop.
Yeah.
It does. It does. But no, it was a great post. We got a lot of comments on that. And, listen, we all know that these players make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
But never is
That's
it
not
okay.
part of their
It's not
contract.
part of the
None of the
contract.
contract
is that
says
we
that.
get to and then
No.
talk about your family?
No, that's
Dude,
not in the
come
contract
on.
either.
Stop
If I
being dirty.
if I ever found out my family member was doing that, no, you would be ousted out of my family.
Absolutely.
You're not in Thanksgiving, or I'd get you some help. Maybe I'd get you some help because I do have that thing, but it can't happen.
But it's good we touched on it, and
Yeah.
and we're always looking to be better.
Yeah.
And that's what we hope for. I love that the NFL is, taking a stance. The Vikings took a stance, and that's really important to me because it's just there's no room for that in this game.
Yeah.
And I think bringing awareness to it helps.
Yes.
And with that note, let's look to week 3.
Let's
that.
see how aware we are. So Nas is still beating us,
Yeah.
just so you know. The pick'ems, all love, girl. And I'm pissed because I would have caught up. I had
Again,
two
she's gonna bring up that
picks.
Titans thing again.
Whatever, that
Stop.
Titan thing's hurt
Cheater,
me.
cheater.
All right, guys, Thursday
Okay,
night.
well, let me pull them out too right now.
Okay, pull it out, but
Michelle,
I'll
you
tell
pulling
you.
yours out?
Third, I'll say them. Thursday is Giants versus my boys, the Niners.
Niners.
Obviously the Niners.
If you want to continue to be on, no, I'm just kidding. Yes, exactly. Colts, Baltimore.
Ravens.
Agree. Titans, Browns.
Titans.
Agree.
Without Nick Chubb?
Hey, we should just listen to Sanaz and just. I'm just put him in. I'm just gonna put him in right
Ain't
now.
about Nick Chubb, but y'all better pick up Ford.
Okay, Falcons, Detroit.
I'm telling you, the Lions are coming
They're
back.
gonna come
They're
back.
coming
Detroit.
back.
Okay, Saints, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I don't even care.
Houston, Jaguars.
Oh, Jaguars. Houston's just so
Denver. Okay. Denver, Miami.
Miami.
All day. Chargers, Vikings. Oh, my
Chargers.
Oh,
God. They're in Minneapolis.
Cash. I think the
We're
Colts
not
cash.
losing 3 weeks in a row. Okay, we're not.
I've heard that before.
Coach Stanley, we're not.
I know. I don't know.
I have
I'm
roots
going
in
Vikings.
Minneapolis.
I'm going Vikings.
We all know I'm a huge Prince fan.
Yeah. Oh, true.
So I'm probably going to take them just out of nostalgia. Okay. Patriots, Jets.
Jets.
Oh, they're both so bad.
Ooh, I love when she gets a little crazy. This is good. Okay. Buffalo, Washington.
Buffalo.
Panthers, Seahawks.
I'm gonna go Panthers again on this one
Yeah,
for my
I'm
best
going-
friend Mike Enton.
I'm going
Okay.
Panthers.
Dallas, Cardinals.
Dallas.
Dallas, of course.
Did I go past?
No.
No, we're good. Okay. Bears, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Steelers, Raiders.
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 Steelers.
Did I do it right? Somebody commented on one of our Raiders posts, and they did that through like I read.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
they love
I'm like,
it.
I guess it's a thing. I don't
Okay.
know. Let's see. Eagles, Tampa.
Eagles. And again, 2 Monday night games.
cares?
Stop.
Oh God,
don't
is
care.
it?
Yes, it's 2 Monday
Shit,
night
we
games.
can we talk to somebody about this?
I don't know, dude.
This is okay, and then the
much.
Rams, Bengals. Ooh.
Rams.
No, Bengals. Joe's gonna come out of the slump. He's not gonna go down 0-3. Yeah.
By
he's
the
not
way,
going down 0-3.
real quick, M. Shay and I were talking on the way here. Her whole family is in the pick'ems.
I love that.
Yes, my 8-year-old son, my father-in-law. It's a whole family affair, and we're very competitive. And we talk about it each week about who's ahead and who's winning, and we put wagers on it, and it's so fun. It is so fun for the whole
I
family.
love that. And like, you know what? Send us your screenshots. Send us your screenshots, guys. Like, we want to
Yes.
see them.
You
You know what?
We want to
should,
see.
We should the top 3 on the leaderboard.
I've been
We
posting.
Should we shout them out?
We've
on
been
here,
shouting
though?
them out.
I've been shouting them out. Okay, let's do that real
pod?
quick because I couldn't find some of their Instagrams.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I wanted. I've been
Let's shout
I've
out
been
on
doing
here.
that. But that's a good thing. Let's shout
Stephanie
out. So-
Cornell, number 1.
Girl!
23 picks.
All right.
She's a Niners fan.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Number 2, Ambi Anderson,
Another
22
Niner.
right
another
there.
Niner fan.
All right, number 3, Larry Armita Jr. Raiders.
Raider fan.
Okay, we'll give him 2 more and then we'll wrap up.
All right.
Who is that?
Number 4 is Adahi Pastor. Excuse
Yep.
me if I said that wrong. I got a weird name too. So, and number 5, Alondra Rodriguez Benitez with
Ooh,
the
I like
Kansas
the
City Chiefs.
accent.
Yeah, you know.
And just so you know, the Alondra has 21. I don't know how to say it, but Mr. Pastor has 21. Larry has 22. Got right so far. Ambi has 22. And the top, Stephanie Cornell with
23.
23 is leading out of hundreds.
I know. I
We
got
gotta
20.
send you something.
And our girl Sanaz is in the top 10. We got to shout you out, girlfriend.
All
Okay,
right.
we're running out the top 10.
Thank you guys for watching Football is Sexy. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. But more importantly, download our free app so you can watch the full podcast. And of course, get into our pick'ems.
Yeah, we wanna see you on
All
the
right.
leaderboard.
M. Shay, Sanaz, always keep it sexy.